Hey everybody, it's Manny Garavito from MiamiComedy.com, and in this video, it is currently Art Basel week here in the city of Miami. Now, if you guys don't know, Art Basel is one of the more popular events happening. Everybody's going out, everybody's looking for parties, everybody's looking for different ways to experience some sort of artistic endeavor. And what better way than to go to a comedy show? Because stand-up comedy in a way is kind of like art. And in this video, we're gonna be going to two events. It is currently Monday, and we're gonna be going to the Redbar, and then right after we're going to Thank You Miami, and both happen every single Monday, one at 8 and one at 9 o'clock. And if you guys wanna get a taste of what stand-up comedy is like and how artistic it can get to go out and actually pour your soul in front of an audience, especially when it's half tourists, half locals, it's a completely different way to experience stand-up comedy. So let's go on out and check it out. Here we go. All right, there you go, there's your intro. All right, we're currently here at the Redbar, and one of my favorite, yet most controversial comedians is here, John Gregory. We're gonna go ahead and ask him, John, why do you think stand-up comedy is or isn't an art?
Stand-up comedy is not art, okay? Juggling is not art. Tickling someone is not art. With comedy, you are getting someone to laugh. Like, the people who think that comedy is art are the most pretentious assholes in the entire industry. Like, you're up there to invoke an involuntary reaction. That's not art. Telling dick jokes is no different than juggling. It's vaudeville, it's fake.
Well, I will tell you that dick jokes are in fact artful. Yes. Nah, I don't know, dude. I can't tell you that shit. You have to form your own opinion on that. I just go up there and try to make people laugh, and that's it. All right.
Is making people laugh an art?
I don't know, dude. I don't know. Is it? Do you think it is? Like, what defines an art? I don't know.
Sergio's like, should my lawyer be present right now, man?
This is my lawyer, guys. This is my lawyer right here.
Is there art in stand-up comedy? Why or why not?
Of course there's art in stand-up comedy. Art is all about creation, and so is stand-up comedy. It's actually art on your feet at all times. It's taking the context of the world and putting it into a format that's humorous. What's more artistic than that?
All right, we're here at the famous Thank You Miami in Little Havana. This is where all the comedians hang out. If you really want to see the underbelly of stand-up comedy, join us here at Thank You Miami every Monday and Friday, late night, 9:15, 9:30. And you're gonna be seeing what real stand-up comedy is like here in the city. So we're gonna go around here and we're gonna ask the comedians that signed up for the show if they think comedy is an art form or not.
Hell yeah, I think it's an art form, man. And we write all the jokes, we sit down and try the jokes out, and we perform them, and people give us their reaction to it. The same way someone reacts to an art piece on the wall or any type of art, man. It's definitely art form.
Yeah, because we write, produce, direct, and star in our own show. Like, we cover all of what the entertainment industry does.
Yes, absolutely. It is an art form because you can't fake it.
It's an art form that could also be a bar trick too. Like, as long as you know how to do the thing, you could go ahead and fucking make people laugh. But, you know, how you choose to do the thing, that's where the artistic fucking ability comes in and all that fucking liberal shit. Anyway.
Grant, is comedy an art form? Why or why not?
No, it's not an art form because Norm Macdonald said it wasn't, and I just follow everything he says.
Raul, is comedy an art form? Why or why not?
Yes, it is. It's a mathematical equation, and the end result is the laugh. That's the real true answer.
Raul, is comedy an art form? Why or why not?
Yeah, man, comedy's a Jewish art form, right? So it's fucking amazing. It's, yeah, man.
Grace, is comedy an art form? Why or why not?
Of course it's an art form. It's one of the best art forms where you can use freedom of speech to tell your point, and I mean, hopefully you do get canceled. That's how you know you made it.
Oriel, is comedy an art form? Why or why not?
I'm gonna quote the great Jim Florentine. This is not an art. This is bar tricks. You're trying to trick people into laughing. But it is an art form. You can express yourself and do whatever you want, but you know, it depends on how you go about it. Some people do not approach it as an art. You don't have to, you know, but it could be pretty fun.
All right, so do I think comedy is an art form? Of course. Well, I mean, it really all depends on how cynical the person is. I used to be cynical when I was younger, and I would probably say something like, no, it's not really an art form because you're just making people laugh, and that's it. You're getting drunk, you're hanging out with people, and you're making them laugh. It's just like hanging out with friends. When you make your friends laugh, Do they consider you an artist? But also in the same token, as I age in my comedy career, I realize that making something out of nothing is quite impressive. And if you're the kind of person that you can create something consistently often, I really think that you are creating art. And I do agree with some of my comedy friends, especially the more cynical ones, because I understand where they're coming from. But me personally, as long as you're out there enjoying what you do, and it's a passionate feeling that you get when you make others laugh and you do it over and over and over, and you make an entire lifestyle out of it, I can't help but say that comedy is one of the best art forms that no one knows is an actual art form. That's it. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys on the next video. Oh yeah, one more thing. Let me know what you think. I actually want to hear out your opinions. Put it over in the comments. Let me know. Do you believe that comedy is an art form? Why or why not? Okay,